Well, right now we have another instructor from the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute, Hetty Williamson. I'd like to introduce. Nice to meet you. And
Nice
you
to
are
meet
an
you.
art instructor. So first tell me about your background. You know, when you hear that art instructor, it can encompass all kinds of different media and different talents. So tell me about what you do as far as the type of media you instruct in and your background as well.
Okay, well, I'll start with my background because I am a local girl. I am local in that I grew up in Laguna Beach, California,
Oh,
born
okay.
there in 1952,
Wow.
and I now live in the Village. And so this is like my home turf. But I've been an exhibitor at the Festival of Arts and the Sawdust
Oh, really?
Festival for many, many, many years. And I've been teaching at the traditional Saddleback campus since '97. And last year, I transferred over here to Saddleback Emeritus.
Very good. Tell me, are you still down at the Sawdust?
I'm at the well, I'm not doing the Winter Fantasy.
Okay.
But I do the summer show, and I do the one that's affiliated with the Pageant and the Masters, the Festival of Arts as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I keep pretty busy between
Yeah.
teaching and being a working artist, and I keep a studio as well.
So what, at your booth down at the Sawdust, what is it that you sell?
Well, what I do is printmaking,
Okay.
and painting and collage work, and that's what I'm teaching with Emeritus. I've been
Wow.
tasked with those three categories in my job description. So far, I've taught an intermediate drawing class, and that was at the Aliso Viejo Library. And then here at Clubhouse One this semester, I've been teaching a mixed media class, and we've been focused on collage.
Great. Now, collage, you know, I can remember, you know, as a kid, you cut things out of magazines and stuff like that. Obviously, it's more than that. So
it is more than that,
Yeah.
and that's a nice point, because one of the things
Yeah.
that we do in Emeritus is we try to, I love Emeritus, but it's a real comprehensive approach. So I'd like to integrate art history as well as activities. So a typical class for me, or for my students, would involve a brief presentation on the topic, and then and a demo of the technique, and then students do their creative work in the context of what they're learning. Because people, like you, they think, oh, collage, cutting things out of magazines,
Right.
and we do that. But collage is connected to every art movement of modernism. You can really understand contemporary art from Dada through Surrealism, through hard edge abstraction, and it puts it in context in terms of you go to the museum and all of a sudden the light bulbs go off because you see, why are those artists doing what they're doing? Well, they're doing it because of the historical precedents.
Okay. Now, as far as the material you use, what is it with collage?
Well, with collage, it's a little bit of everything. And
Okay.
so I end up bringing a lot of ephemera, which is another word for trash.
Okay.
And lots of art magazines, shelter magazines, anything like that. We work also with mixed media, so we work with different materials that you can augment paint. We work with paint, we work with dry media being pencils, colored pencils, anything like that. So what I really liked about this collage class is that let me introduce the 5 elements of design to the students. You can't cover it all in one semester. What's
Right.
nice about Emeritus is that students can continue to take the classes and sort of develop their own work. One of the things I'm learning as an Emeritus instructor is that I don't need to put the whole 10 pounds in the 5-pound bag. You know,
Right.
I can pace myself a little bit slower.
Right. What are the 5 principles of design?
They're line, shape, value, texture, and color. They're like,
Okay.
yeah, so they're like the, you know, it's like you can take the 26 letters of the alphabet and make do a scientific treatise or write a poem, but you can take those 5 elements and put them together with the principles of design to make all different kinds of artwork.
Right. Yeah. Now I remember that from when I took art.
You see, I can't help teaching.
Yes, I remember. You know, we'd have to study the shape, the lines, the width, and the value. Of course, is you know, the colors and all that, and how they relate to each other. So yeah, that's coming back to me. So, do you still teach drawing as well, or just collage class here, as far as the Emeritus?
It's what I'm assigned. So
Okay.
yeah. But the drawing class, we did observational drawing, so we did still life drawing when I
Okay.
taught that.
Now, as far as the collage class goes, Is that taught here at the Village or somewhere
That was
else?
taught here at the,
Okay.
that class has been taught here at the Village. There's one thing, I'm taking a break, I'll be coming back in the fall
Okay.
and mixed media is the category. So within that, that's really
Okay.
a lovely oleo because I can, because I have this printmaking background. Obviously, we don't have printing equipment, but there's a lot you can do by hand, and there's a lot of just different techniques. So you can incorporate drawing and drawing on an altered surface, or introducing two media into your drawing. So it's not going to be just limited to collage, but to any exploration of mixed media.
Right. Now, do you think you'll ever be able to bring print media here? As far as you said that right now you're doing collage, but will you be able to bring the printing class as well
I'm
here?
hoping to, if not to do an entire class on printing, but possibly to do some hand printing. With the class I taught in drawing, there's a technique that's in printmaking that's very similar to drawing. It's called dry point. You literally draw or scratch on a plate, and then you put ink on it and print it. And we printed those both by hand, and I brought in a little press that I own that's portable, but it's not that portable. So hand printing is something I could see us doing. And,
Right.
And it's very nice because, I mean, people, one person did a lovely dry point of their new grandchild, from a photograph. And there's a nice success rate in that. And I have to say, I am so impressed by the work that the Emeritus students do. I'm impressed by their work ethic. I'm impressed by the quality of their imagery. It's even though I'm old myself, I have a little ageist,
Yeah.
And then to see the commitment and the lovely work the students do has been really wonderful.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's what I hear from so many of the instructors here. Now, you said you're taking the spring off?
Yes.
Okay. And then you'll be back again for the fall, right?
That's my hope, yes.
The classes that you're teaching right now will end pretty soon. And as far as coming back next year, as you said, probably the collage, but maybe you can bring other things as well. That would
Right.
be good. With mixed media.
Mixed media is pretty open. And the Emeritus division, they trust us. I mean, we're professionals. I have a master's degree, as all of us do, or extended, professional experience in the field. So they give us guidelines, and we have the criteria for the Emeritus program, which is lifelong learning and engaging people and social context and all of that. But and they come and watch us teach and do all that stuff. But
that's fantastic.
Yeah, they treat us like adults. Amazing.
Yeah. So I guess people have to look for you next year.
Correct.
Not this coming semester, spring semester. And if they want to look for you again, I guess I have to wait till the Sawdust Festival too, right?
Right.
You're going to be there next year? You won't be there for the winter one.
I won't be there for the winter one. It's my intention to be there for the summer. Yes.
Okay, and I think the winter one starts this weekend.
I think it does, yes.
Yes,
A lot of my friends are down there.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Oh, even so. Thank you so much.
And saddleback.edu/emeritus, that is the website where you can find out more about the Emeritus classes. And we'll be right back. Yeah, it's funny. This time they didn't